Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogweb333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Thousand Week Reich as the Hashemite Kingdom of Iraq. Last time we were here together, Germany's been liberated. Turkey has been unliberated. And, well, the Syrians and the Egyptians are on a interesting diversion from each other and from us. Just gonna be curious to see what ends up happening there. Meanwhile, we're getting ready to go. Hopefully, eventually unify with Jordan. Probably next video, if we're able to rush through it. But we managed to finish a kingdom for the 20th century. Our previous government was not evil, but was simply too conservative, too cautious to make the necessary reforms to keep our country on track. The entrance of modernization and reform, a new, more liberal government will be formed under the steady hand of Prime Minister al-Jamali. These will not be radicals aiming to tear down our society, but will be men better able to make the necessary changes to preserve it for the future. Well, there we go. And on that note, I'm going to start my timer. And we are going to be off. We're going to start off solving the sectarian issue. Again, we're doing the wholesome route this time around. Another result of Britain's creation of Iraq is our ongoing sectarian issue. So, nation is dominated by a Sunni minority, while the Shia majority grows increasingly bitter and hostile. Then there's Iraq's Kurdish population in the north, with some within it calling for autonomy or even independence. The situation, and it has been a thorn in our side, the side of our nation for some time now. It must somehow be tackled. Well, there we go. Poland's okay. They're just Stalinist now. Well, you know, yeah. Not shocked by that there, I suppose. How are we doing doctrine-wise? Operations. What even is operations? Desperate defense. We don't need desperate defense. Let's do great assault. Yeah, you know, this is coming along. Okay, I'd say even. I'm going to cut down on this. Start working on some support equipment, though. South Africa has gotten its membership back. Though not the South Africa we knew. The South Africans went woke. Thankfully they went woke. It is a very good thing they've gone woke. Specifically, the route they've seemed to have gone. I think that's quite interesting. Oh, Elvis. Very nice. Stay away. Be careful of the toilets, Elvis. Okay, now it's time for India to go after. Yep. So this is about to take another couple of years at this rate, too, as well, right? India backs Tibet. Well, seeing how they couldn't even figure out Nepal, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little curious to see how that's gonna go. Let's get the Arab-Kurdish partnership. Continuing to antagonize and alienate the Kurds will lead to irreparable damage in the relationship between the peoples of Iraq. Perhaps some compromise can be reached. For example, greater autonomy could be granted to Kurdish communities, as well as certain political and social freedoms, in order to turn the Kurds into loyal citizens of a diverse nation. I'm down for that. Hopefully they're down for that. Boza, you're not being the man I thought you could be. You're kind of disappointed, buddy. Well, we got our modern medical science. Let's do even more modern medical science. And we need advanced manufacturing. How do we get to that? Nolan is back into the presidency. I don't see how he couldn't not be. He kicked the Germans' teeth in. Oh, yeah, sure, go off, guys. Why not? That's more free military factories. Let's get working on anti-tank as well. And that's going to be the last little bits we need to start getting our units deployed. Somehow, Sikorsky returned. Sure. You know, I was worried thinking the, things would be boring in the world. No, things are still pretty interesting right now. I'm not too worried about that anymore. There we go. Arab-Kurdish partnership is done. Let's go ahead and get working on some distance from Britain. Ever since the foundation of our state, the British have had continued influence in our country despite our official independence. It's time to end the state of affairs, and especially British economic influence over areas like our oil industry. While we remain committed to friendly relations with our allies in the Toronto Accord, we must make it clear that we are to be treated as equals in this partnership. How you doing over there, Israel? Seems you're pretty standard. Well. Oh. Well. This ought to be interesting. Again, considering the fact that they couldn't even get Nepal sorted. Actually, oh, I guess they have crushed Nepal, more or less. You guys should probably start doing something, you know? Now's your chance to, push in. Got our distance from Britain. And now, much like the British, we're going to freak out over royal weddings. As a final centerpiece of the royal family's campaign is to rebuild their popularity, organizing a royal wedding is next on the agenda. A fitting queen for King Faisal will be found, and a great highly publicized wedding will be held as a patriotic occasion for all. You know, I would like to get, oh, there we go. Let's get... Oh, we got a decent base going here. I like it. Get some more military factories going. Get some more anti-tank drop down as well. We'll drop these guys off in Samara. It's like Cyprus is free. That's fun to see. You know, there's a... Do we just... We have full control of our oil back, boys. Look at that. I'm going to go back to our trade. We no longer need to trade our own oil. Trade for our own oil. This is a beautiful day, chat. Brings a tear to the eye. It's so beautiful. Alright, now we can really get working on oil production. Well, these are all kind of weak. I don't want to work on those at all. Those are kind of a shit trade-off right now. Military coup in Sudan. Well, we could create Basra University. We just have to decide whether we want free trade or protectionism. Ever since the death of his mother in 1950, the aunts of His Majesty have been looking for a suitable queen for him. And they landed on one of two candidates. The first is Princess Shahnaz of Iran, firstborn of a Shah of Iran. Alternatively, there's also Egyptian Princess Fazila Muhammad Ali, a cousin of King Farouk. But just in case those matches don't stick, there's Princess Kemet Hassim, I'm guessing, a descendant of the Mamluk dynasty of Iraq. Well, it looks like we're going with Queen Fazila. We don't have much of a choice there, it seems. Let's crank out solving the Sunni-Shia rift real quick. The Shia majority in Iraq feels it is an oppressed people. The Sunni minority had long had disproportionate control of the institutions of government. Through reconciliation and compromise, the widening rift must be healed. We will promote dialogue between the two religious groups and hope to negotiate compromise on increasing Shia political representation while not jeopardizing the safety of the Sunni minority. Yeah, that sounds nice. And look at that, we got our new troops deployed. European Trade Commission, very interesting. I'm still a little curious on when things are going to kick off in this region. I'm having fun with the content, more or less, but it seems to be going a little slowly, you know? We could bring our troops brigade back. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, you're affecting our crackdown on corruption. Well, what now then? Research. Experimental facilities. Can I get it working on? Okay, I've never done this before, so I really should get working on engineering. So we'll get another one of these guys going. Yeah, I haven't messed around with any of this, I'm realizing. I think it has something to do with all this, but... So what do I do now? Do I... Nuclear physics, okay. Okay, it's just gonna click slowly through. Okay. It's gonna work itself out. Okay, what do we want to do now? We should probably get working on that extra research slot. So let's do some free trade. Free trade is a path to economic development using the power of comparative advantage and the flow of cheap goods and services to drive economic growth. We'll cut existing barriers to trade like tariffs and open the country up to the global market. Only harm some specific industries, and long term, the competition will benefit our economy and consumers. There we go. In the meanwhile, we can get working on some more anti-tank. Okay, the Toronto Accord is starting to actually do stuff. Well, so is Russia. That might be too late there. We'll have to wait and see. Armor. Do we want anything for armor? We'll just do streamlined deployments. Hungary remilitarizes. Probably not a bad play on their part, honestly. Yeah, we still have Russia to sort. Russia still needs to sort itself out, rather. I can speak. I'm literate, totally. The Eurovision Song Contest, cool. Even in my HoI 4, I can't escape fucking Eurovision. Of course. Alaskan statehood. Good on Alaska. Now let's get working on Basra University. While Baghdad has already had a university going back decades, with a legacy going back centuries, new facilities required to serve the higher education needs of southern Iraq. A new university will be founded in the southern city of Basta. It means Basra. Boosting our country's research potential and enhancing our human capital. That's beautiful. I don't see a Basta, so I don't think it was I think it was just a typo, not another city that I don't know about. Which is a real possibility I don't know about. King of Sweden joins the Economic Committee. Okay. Democratic Revolution in China. Interesting. Finland's joining the ETC. Well, yeah, you know, I'm still trying to figure out what to say. I don't think I'm used to playing a 1,000-week Reich this deep in. I'm used to. Recently, the country's kind of running out of content by now. So this is a nice little change up. Oh. When the world listened to this Sadat's charter a few years ago, many were waiting to see the effect of the historic event. Today, the consequences arrived in a joint speech with multiple other Arab leaders allied to him. On war, Sadat has declared the formation of United Arab States. Confederation between many Arab states has effectively united their foreign policy and military. Sadat has declared that the new confederation stands opposed to any socialist and Hashemite influences in Arabia, and that its member states will work to oppose Western and Eastern influences across the Middle East. It remains to be seen what Iraq's response to this development will be. Well, it's a leap forward, but who benefits the most? Yeah, Sudan and Yemen. I mean, you know, bless their hearts, I guess. Let's trade for some tungsten. Let's get some tungsten going. Let's get it from America. There we go. Yeah, you know, it's coming along okay, I think. All this. We have no states that produce anything. That's kind of rough. Let's get some oil processing. So we have some synthetic refineries, I believe. Yeah. That should help us out. Oh, well, we can get working on Faisal's dream now, actually, which is pretty huge. Finally, we can do something. We must put aside our internal politics and rivalries to focus on our greater aim. Iraq, Syria, Jordan, and the Saudis all were drawn on a map by the British and French imperials to prevent our destiny of a united Arab world. Our western neighbor Jordan has expressed interest in uniting our two nations, both to gain greater independence from the British and combat the radical Syrian regime. We must first make this union of two Hashemite monarchies a reality as a first step towards the unification of the Arab people. Now that's what I like to hear. That's what we should be... That's the good stuff right there. We're working on some more mass production. For our new research facility. The rise of a new Egyptian government under Sadat has sent shockwaves throughout the Middle East. With the recent formation of the United Arab States, many people believe that the future security of the United Kingdom of Iraq is under threat. Our allies in Jordan, similarly ruled by a Hashemite monarchy, are in a similar position, and as a result, many proclaimed a union between our two nations, once again reclaiming the Hashemite spot as a champion of pan-Arab unity. Under the proposal, Iraq and Jordan would unite into a loose confederation, the Hashemite Arab Federation. Both states would mostly continue to rule themselves, but in foreign policy and military would be united. Should we go ahead and ahead with this proposal? The King of Jordan would have to accept as well. We have been negotiating with some time. Shall we send the proposal officially? Time's come to recognize Faisal's dream. Beautiful. Oh. With the enthusiastic support of King Abdullah of Jordan, an official proposal for a union between our two Hashemite monarchies has been signed. With his status as the eldest surviving son of late Sharif Hussein, the patriarch of a Hashemite dynasty, King Abdullah has been crowned the King of the Arabs in a grand ceremony in Baghdad. Broadcast across the Arab world and attended by dignitaries from across the Middle East, the creation of the Hashemite Arab Federation has proven to the world the Hashemites are still the rightful champions of Arab nationalism, with the new federation promising to lead the Arab world to a new era of unity and strength against those revolutionaries who threaten our established orders and traditions. Long live the Federation. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, we're going to take these guys. We're going to take these guys sans that. Okay. I realize the issue here. Hold on. Fuck, mother. Hello? Change of template to these guys. Change these guys over to that guy. Gonna join all these guys up in the army. going to edit our front line. We have a revision and a coup in Syria. Oh, we have Stalinists in Syria. Great. The two Hashemite kingdoms of Iraq and Jordan have finally agreed on the terms of their unification into the Hashemite Arab Federation. The new confederation, despite being very loose and essentially leaving both countries the same within themselves, will unite the two on the world stage and in terms of foreign military affairs. It's been hailed by both monarchs as a move towards Arab unity, as well as a move to defend both nations against outside threats from the rising powers within the Middle East, like Egypt. Whether the new union will be successful in the long term is doubtful, but with the tensions rising between Sadat and the Hashemites, many are keen to see what the future for this new nation will be. Counterweight to Sadat and his dream? Perhaps. Well, let us promote some Arab unity in the meanwhile. Let's connect the states first, actually. The Arabian Desert has always been a harsh environment for all, and across history, traversing it has killed many a man. Truly unite Jordan and Egypt, a great infrastructure project has been proposed involving the modernization of infrastructure through this harsh terrain, particularly between the two former nations. The new highway, based on the great German autobahns, will be the envy of the Arab world, and will finally bridge the desert, and be the first spoke in connecting the Arab world into one great nation. It's beautiful. You're not beautiful, though. We're gonna get you added. There we are. Mashallah. We can get more dockyards going. Heck yeah. More support equipment as well. Well, does Israel still hate us? Yeah, they do. Where'd you come from, Moshe? Have some interesting options here, don't we? Or Israel does. We'll just have to sit back and see what they end up doing. Hopefully they won't mess with us. I'm content to just, let them hang out, honestly. But if they're not, what are we going to do? Other than, just let things be. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave things there. But I hope you all enjoy this video. Leave a like if you did. If not, leave a dislike. Leaving comments down in the comment section below. I read all comments again, and I do appreciate any all feedback you might have for me. Check out my various links down in the description box below. Hit the sub button and the notification bell to keep updated with these uploads as they come out. And yeah, I'm going to leave things there, but I thank you all for watching. My name has been Mr. Dogboat333, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.